It's not natural to be separated from your family. But you have to accept it, you know. There's nothing else you can do, really. You know, started back in Corn when we were forbidden to speak Yankunytjatjara, and we hadn't begun to learn English even. So there was a period of time when we had no means of communication, and when you don't use it, you know, you lose it. You're not whole. You're not whole if you don't reconnect with your family and language. I remember the missionaries tried to make it as normal as possible for us. Kids can always find things to complain about, but in actual fact, we had a pretty good time. It was a pretty good life, really. And it prepared us to make good decisions in the future. Many of us became nurses and teachers and went into the forces, boys and even the girls. And I've become a registered nurse, a registered midwife, had 4 kids, went to Sweden, got a beautiful family over there that I still have contact with all the time. Some kids could only see the bad side, I guess, and I'm sad for them because it wasn't really like that. I would say that it was a place of tears and sadness, happiness, but most of all hope. There's hope for a future. That the only way that healing will come is through forgiveness. We were girl guides. So every Friday night, a mob of us would go to the Church of England Hall and attend girl guides, and some of us were leaders. We had school at home, and we could just about do anything with our teacher. And if it was a beautiful day, we'd say, no maths today. We'll look at all the beautiful orchids that are out. Let's go and look at all the orchids, search out all the orchids, you know, so... She was a beautiful lady, and her husband was a choir master, so he taught us as a choir, and we went around singing everywhere, and many churches and so on. You know, the missionaries, they weren't young anymore, but if we wanted to go down to Sturt Creek, you know, just to have a dip in the creek there, in the pools of water, they would come with us, and that was coming over hills and valleys, and they would do that. And then other times they would, if we wanted to go to the beach, they would walk all the way to the beach down Shepherd's Hill Road. And that means, it's okay going downhill, but coming up. And old people, you know. But then we had a huge place to play. Football and cricket and just name it. We'd hear the train down at Eden Hill Station, and it had a very tough climb up, so we'd run down to the bottom, wave to the train driver and anyone we knew that was on the train. There were old women who came, and there were a sewing group that would come and mend our clothes and do that kind of stuff. But us older ones, we would wash everything, iron everything, and these women, they loved it. They loved being a part of Colebrook.